Today, we are looking at a structural hurdle built into the foundations of early Web3 ecosystems. They operate like a glass house. On a standard public ledger, every action is broadcast. Users have no built-in mechanism to shield their wallet balances, their transaction histories, or the identity of their counterparties. This visibility creates a hard ceiling for adoption. Regulated traditional banks are legally prohibited from broadcasting client financial data, and game developers cannot build competitive systems if player-hidden inputs are visible on a ledger. Without a native privacy layer, a public blockchain is an exposed database. This exposure prevents blockchains from supporting the next stage of institutional and commercial development. That development path changed on March 17th at 3:17 a.m. UTC with the mining of a new Genesis block. This block launched the Midnight Network. Engineered as a fourth-generation blockchain, Midnight was built to provide what researchers call programmable privacy. The network maintains state continuity and permanence on its ledger, while providing the specific confidentiality required to run real-world applications. This launch provides the foundational infrastructure required to bridge transparent public blockchains with sensitive private data. The architecture relies on shielded smart contracts. This allows validators to confirm a transaction's properties are correct without revealing the data itself. Using zero-knowledge proofs, the Midnight Network can definitively prove a statement is mathematically true, while the underlying information remains shrouded from the public. This allows for a dual approach to state management. Developers building on the network can explicitly define which data is exposed for auditing and which remains hidden from view. It solves a core technical paradox. You can now verify the legitimacy of an action on a public ledger while maintaining the absolute secrecy required by the users performing it. We can see this logic in action through Midnight Dominion, a fully on-chain poker game developed by ecosystem partner Weathersoft. Most online poker relies on a black box model. Players must blindly trust that a central server is shuffling fairly and isn't leaking their hand to the house or other players. Dominion uses Midnight's technology to cryptographically verify that the deck is shuffled and the rules are followed, while keeping player cards completely hidden from the public ledger. This application clearly demonstrates that high-stakes competitive environments can move entirely on-chain without the risk of central manipulation. Beyond gaming, these same privacy tools are being applied to institutional finance to launch a retail offering in the UK that tokenizes interest-bearing deposits on a public blockchain while maintaining standard FSCS protections. By utilizing programmable privacy, the bank can shield individual transaction data while still meeting the regulatory requirements that previously made public networks unusable for regulated banks. This creates a functional template for how global institutions can finally utilize public blockchains for high-volume, regulated data. To manage the operational risks of a global network, Midnight is using a structured, multi-phase path toward decentralization. At launch, the network is secured by a federated node model. Infrastructure is managed by institutional partners, including Google Cloud, Worldpay, and Vodafone, entities with long-term experience handling mission-critical data. And to stress test their problem, these agents generate constant transaction volume, allowing engineers to verify protocol resilience under sustained activity. This rigorous testing phase ensures stability before the network transitions into a fully decentralized and permissionless system. With the foundation established, the focus has shifted to the developers building the next generation of applications. Engineers can now use the pre-prod environment to verify their smart contract logic, while the Lace, CTRL, and 1AM wallets provide the first interfaces for managing assets on the network. For those ready to build, the Midnight Academy has launched an advanced module on zero-knowledge dApp development. The paradox of trust with zero-knowledge proofs, programmable privacy has become a functional reality. Thanks for tuning in to the Silicon Satoshi.